Hello everyone, and welcome to a beautiful September morning. We have had a semi-successful August. They have yet to tear down the rest of that, but out of the materials that they have scrapped together so far, they have built me a couple of cheap sheds. Not bad. And I've upgraded my tent for now because the little tent that I was in was not cutting it. I needed a little bit more. So I got a little cozy place I can just generator for keeping everything powered, and which I'm probably going to need that because I think we are going to get rid of the power lines in here. I'm thinking that's the next step. They just look ugly. I think we want them to bury the lines and get rid of these poles. It's going to cost some money, but I think it's worth it in the long run. So, the first thing we got to do is we got to go back to the shop and see what he says. He says he's got something in September. So we're going to take a look at that. Hopefully by the next couple of months or a couple of weeks they can start tearing some of that more of that down. This is what they built. It cost me a couple of $1,000s for like the concrete part, but everything else they used from the scrap that they built, they took from here. And it's actually not bad. They actually did a good job, I think. Yeah. So we got some sheds. I got myself a little tent. Let's see if we can get some tractors at a halfway decent price. And maybe some implements. We're gonna need a plow. Need a way to put seed in the ground. And so we're not trying to go crazy here. I don't know if how many of you are actually farmers out there that are watching this, but farming equipment is not cheap. And if it is, there's usually something wrong with it. So, but we'll see what happens here. He says he's got a good selection of sales going on. There's some used equipment. Which is, I mean, that's what we're going to have to go with, is used equipment, let's face it. It all depends on what he has for prices. The implements, he says he's more than likely not going to get anything used. Not for a while. But at least the tractors were getting used. The implements, we could probably afford some new ones, so that's no big deal. We're gonna have to start small anyway, so they'll be somewhat inexpensive. We're not looking to build a mass farm yet. That'll come in due time. For now, it's just a matter of, man, these roads are terrible for this car, probably. For now, it's just a matter of seeing what he's got to offer. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that must be what he's talking about. Okay. You got a few tractors in. I wonder what he wants for this. Eventually we'll need one of these. It's definitely got some wear and tear on it, though. Yeah. The tractors look pretty clean, though. You know? I don't know. This far, 16,006. Case International. Can't go wrong with that guy. Probably got a few miles on her, but... I mean, I love delivery tractors. They look awesome. But we would be plowing forever with that. Ugh. I hope I don't have to buy that one. And we have a Fiat Agri 180-90 turbo. Not bad. So, let me go in and talk with the guy and see what he wants for what and what we can afford. We don't want to blow our whole money just on a tractor. I'd settle for the Fiat. I would like the Case. But I'll take the Fiat. And I am going to ask about this just in case. It's definitely seen some time, but we'll see. Let me go in here and talk to this guy, and I'll be right back. Well, after talking with the guy, he was able to let me borrow this for about $1,400. I bought this. Cost me 15 grand for this. Brand new though. It's alright though. And then he said I could have the Kloss for $30,000. Against my better judgment, I went ahead and bought it. This thing has definitely seen some wear and tear, and I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with it. Because this has definitely had some hours put on it. And then he let me have this one for another $50,000. So we have ourselves a Case tractor, a Kloss harvester. We ain't got no header, but you know, one step at a time, I guess. I mean, I could for $30,000. Again, I hope it at least somewhat runs. So he said that these other tractors will be here for a few more days if I change my mind. But I don't think so. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. We'll have to come back for the car and trailer, but let's see what we can do with this. He said I could have it for the day. He needs it back today, though. So we can't dilly-dally with it. But And this road is rough. There we go. I figure if we can at least get maybe a couple of small areas done, I think we'll be alright. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, you should have mowed the grass first. Well, see, the thing with it is then you'd have to buy a mower, tedder, baler, and all that stuff, and that's too much money for us right now. Like I said, we're just getting started, so we're just looking to make some money. Now, let me take a look at our map here. Where's our lines? So we actually owned this whole section here on the grid. He says we own 25 and 26. So if we leave this for grass, and we just turn this little section maybe here into a field for a crop. And then we'll have on the other side of the road here some area too. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Right now we just want a small field. So let's line ourselves up the best we can with the... We don't want to get too close to the road. If let's line ourselves up right with that bush. I want to get rid of that bush. Yeah, I got right about there. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to allow create fields. We're going to lower down. And where we go. This is not going to be the speediest of things, but it's okay. And we are nowhere near a straight line. I'd say right about there. Let's see if we can straighten that out a little bit. Maybe like right about. Are we kind of straight? We look kind of straight. Try to stay as straight as we can. He said this tractor should be able to pull this, but man, she's struggling. Okay. Now we want to go this way. And we want to try to stay as straight as possible this way. Here we go. And I'm already veering off. It is not easy keeping this straight. Like I said, it's not the straightest field in the world, but it's okay. We'll just fix it later if we want to. It should be good. There we go. Now where we go this way? About we I don't know whereabouts we did the other one, so I don't want to go too far yet. Let's go down here and we'll come up. Yeah, see, we didn't know how to. Hopefully we didn't already. Okay. Lower down. Definitely struggling with this. Okay. We're getting there. Right about there. Now we could come over here. And we can drop this down. And we can just connect to it. Like so. There we go. All we gotta do is fill in the hole. I think I saw something jump in the field there. Yeah. And it says it's going to take us a little while to get this all filled in. When he said this would work, I was thinking it was going to work better than this, but considering the plow is only $1,400, I can't complain too much. I do have to have it back by the end of the day, so hopefully I can do that. I'm just going to do this one field. I'm not going to worry about the others. 'Cause, like I said, we're just taking it one step at a time here. It's one step at a time. There we go. Look at that. I should easily have this done by the end of the day. Ooh, we started early enough. It's actually chewing pretty good. I mean, for an old tractor, this thing is actually not too bad. Plus, at least he was nice enough to give us a full tank of gas to go with it. You know what might help? I didn't think about it. Let's see something. Let's see, I keep coming up off the ground. I wonder if we should add a weight to the front. Yeah, see, look at that front tire right there. Look at him spin. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go get ourselves a little weight for the front. Because these tires are just spinning away trying to pull this thing. I think that might solve our problem. So I'm gonna go get a weight, and I'll meet up with you in just a moment. Well, with the newfound weight on the front, tires are still slipping a little bit, but not as bad. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like we're moving a little bit better. if it's just a trick of the mind or not, but it seems like I'm moving better. Alright, well, let's plow on and see what we can get done. I'll just give you a little capture of here and there of how we're doing. Alright? Let's plow on. Alright. Not too shabby. It ripped up the ground pretty good. We got ourselves a field. Now, they're telling me that September is the best time to get the wheat in the ground. So we definitely got to get it in by the end of September. So normally you would have to roll, cultivate, seed and lime and fertilize and like a whole bunch of stuff. I think for this first year we might just throw some seed in just to get a crop in. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So let's get this back to the shop. I got my car and trailer back over here, so since I was going up to get the weight, I figured I might as well get the car and trailer back here. Two birds, one stone kind of deal. I'm going to return this. Now, if we're going to get wheat in, we want to at least I would like to do some fertilization and all kinds of stuff. I really would. Do we have enough time? And should we worry about it? Like I said, we don't have a lot of money. I'm thinking, because we still got to buy wheat for the chickens to start out with. We need a way to get the chicken pellets off the ground because they're going to be heavy. So some sort of, I think I can put a front loader on this, if I'm not mistaken. If that is the case, then we can buy a front loader with a pallet fork. That will solve that issue right there. I gotta double check with that. If not, then we'll have to figure out something else. But now he said to leave it over here by the fence, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so let me see what he thinks we should do. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so apparently he tells me that we need to use this little machine here to help us figure out what kind of soil we need or we have. I'm going to take his word for this because I don't know, but I know a little bit about farming, but not a whole lot. So hopefully this guy's not steering me wrong. He says normally there's people that'll come out and do it for you, but they don't want to come all the way out here to the wilds. Well, in a way, I don't blame them. I mean, there's nothing out here. They would literally be wasting a trip. They would probably charge me thousands of dollars to come out here and just to look at our little plot of field that I made. So he told me that I rented this for about $800. And he says all I gotta do, let's see here, that's on. Yep, he says that'll go up in the air like that. So now all I have to do is send this thing into the ground. I think it's B. Is it doing anything? What if we push that button? Oh, there it goes. Ah, now I did something. Okay. Okay. This ain't too hard. He says I just gotta do this periodically throughout the field. Thankfully, I don't have that big of a field, so it shouldn't. Okay. Did it come back up? Oh, there it goes. I guess it wasn't all the way up already. There we go. He says I just gotta bring this back to him and he'll send the samples out for us. But we're gonna send the samples out, and then I think we're gonna call it for the day, because he said that he doesn't have anything at the shop for us right now for, well, anything we need, really. I mean, this place is out in the middle of nowhere, so. But he said he's gonna look around for us and see what he can find. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wrap this little bundle up of an episode here, and we'll catch up next time. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna clear out a spot for the chicken coop, so that the guys, when they come in, they can put the chicken coop in for us. So we'll get some trees cut down and clear out a spot for that. Alright. But I'm gonna go in here and talk to this guy and have him send out our samples for us. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all take it easy.